Researchers around the clock are trying to find better treatments that will help cancer patients right here in Sioux Falls. Tonight, KELOLAND's Julia Lynn gives us a closer look at some of its recent findings and how they're working to improve people's lives.
The Sanford research facility, established in 1998, not only had the goal of finding new cancer treatment options, but also so patients didn't have to travel as far for clinical trials.
I was seeing too many people having to get on a plane or having to drive somewhere like Mayo. And, for some people they can do that, most people can't.
Dr. Steve Powell is a medical oncologist and physician researcher at Sanford. One study he was involved in found a way to treat tonsil cancer with less radiation.
The EVOLVE study was definitely one that was more focused on that quality of life endpoint. Really what we were interested in is, can you decrease the treatment of radiation? In that case, it was from 6 weeks of radiation to 2 weeks of radiation. Can you do that and still have good cure rates, which we found we did.
Jenna Hove is the director of clinical research at Sanford and says a common goal for the different cancer studies is to decrease the side effects that come with treatments like chemotherapy.
Lessening hair loss for patients. We know that is a huge burden for patients, especially with chemotherapy. Lessening the amount of GI symptoms that they may have, because those can be very debilitating, and we want to make sure that patients have the best quality of life.
Hove says cancer research is in a good place with advances like immunotherapy as researchers work to continue finding solutions for patients, a process she doesn't see slowing down.
I feel like it's always going at 100 miles an hour.
As they want people to know these studies also need healthy patients too.
We have clinical trials in lots of different areas. And so it is a very, very important thing because it does drive treatment options and it does help find the next best treatment option.
But for now, researchers will be working in the lab as cancer studies can take years or even decades to develop. In Sioux Falls, Julia Lynn, KELOLAND News.
Coming up in a special Stand Up to Cancer program, we'll introduce you to a man from Watertown who underwent a clinical trial for throat cancer. That story will air tonight at 7.